So as we've noticed, the pinnacle of streetwear elitism has changed from hypebeast, super colorful, collab-based, hyper StockX, sort by highest, Instagram explore page, expensive cloth, to now it being old pee-pee poo-poo, expensive cloth. Like, since when did clothes have birthdays? And since when people talk about autumn-winter fashion, you know, I used to think layering and tones. And now when people say autumn-winter, they mean Raf Simons' autumn-winter, 2001 Riot Bomber. When did the Drake merch get so popular? Well, I'm tired of this. It's time to figure this out, this newfound mainstream appeal of archive fashion. So I've broken it down into 3 things on how we're gonna figure this out. What is archive fashion? What is the value in it? And how does this affect the mainstream fashion landscape? In other words, how does this affect me? Because that's all that really matters. How can I get value off of this, and how can I take advantage of this trend? And me having things to do with my day that isn't smelling old RuneScape collabs, I've employed some of my friends here to help me figure this out. Okay, so let's get started. What even is archive fashion? Let's figure this out. So, by definition, archive means an extensive collection of history and data. And that's kind of exactly what it is. Archive fashion, it's kind of like a checkpoint in time for fashion history. It's like a wearable time capsule. I'm using the term wearable very loosely here. You can't relive an era, but the clothes hold a memory of time past, which is pretty cool. And to enforce the point, I've employed the help of archive fashion expert Hobson. I can't even say his name. This to give his thoughts on it. All right, so take it away, man.
I'd say that archive clothes are more often than not associated with whatever the designer's message was for that specific piece or the collection at large. Moreover, as archive fashion goes hand in hand with fashion history, researching certain pieces is a great way to better learn and understand the significance in regard to what makes those pieces so special, on top of gaining a better appreciation for basically all of the aspects associated with the thought process of the designer. Or maybe people just like archive cool old shirt with unknown pleasures. Moral of the story, archive good, feeling bad, and thank you to Mr. Aesthetic for including me.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hobson. Okay, so archive fashion kind of sounds pretentious. Because it is. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush and pretend like it's not. Because you cannot look me in the eye, and take me seriously and tell me that you are not excessively obsessed with old clothes while also having a picture of CCP drip shoes in your camera roll somewhere at some point in time, okay? And personally, I don't necessarily rave over archive fashion or even fashion history for that matter, but I won't lie. Occasionally, sometimes I'll stumble upon a piece that kind of makes me feel some type of way. Like, sometimes you just gotta simp over a good piece. And even this piece I'm wearing right now, this is from Undercover's Autumn Winter 16 collection, Instant Calm, which I am not right now. I'm talking about archive fashion. I had 4 coffees, it's 2 a.m. And Jun Takahashi's Undercover is probably my favorite brand of all time. And I just thought this collection, it was just so poignant and majestic at the same time. Like, just a lot of the pieces, they look straight out of a fairy tale. And I personally just love it when art takes on a sense of whimsical fantasy and grandeur, and even past clothes, just for all creative mediums for that matter. Sometimes you just gotta sit there and observe the beauty. You see how stupid and pretentious that sounded? I can't even believe myself right now. That was disgusting, God. But I genuinely believe every word I just said. I just try not to say it out loud, because now I just hate my own company. God, like, it's okay to have thought. You know what? I gotta change, because now I just hate myself. The modern logo mania hypebeast zeitgeist is just super contemporary right now. Like, a lot of the pieces, they're very hot, they're very new, and they're all the rage because I feel like a lot of people want to be the first to wear them, because at the same time, I feel like everybody knows that the moment's fleeting, and it's fleeting very fast. Like, before you know it, it's no longer cool. Like, nobody cares about the turtle doves now, just the same way that in a couple months, nobody's gonna care about the Dior Jordan collab, you know? Honestly, I don't even care about them now. You know, time flies. Time flies, and it's still GTA 5. Time flies, and we're still on number 5. What the GTA 5 is an archive video game, but then to be the opposing party to counterbalance what's going on with hypebeast like contemporary fashion, I feel like archive fashion takes on the opposite way of where it gets better as things get older. Just with age, the value comes, and also even stylistically, I feel like people like things that are old. Like, look at how old this is. This looks like RuneScape Barrow's armor. Like, hype streetwear tends to be very in your face, colorful, and like, you know it. But archive fashion tends to be a bit understated and subtle. But don't get me wrong, there's some wild cuts sometimes. I'm telling you, this looks like beef jerky. Beef jerky's also really expensive. But most of the time, the casual consumer of fashion won't even notice someone wearing a Raf Simons Spring Summer 03 consumed hoodie. Consume. See that wordplay? Look at that. There's a shark. Is that a Bape hoodie? Is that a Bape hoodie? I don't know. I'm a casual consumer. I don't know what consumed is. Is that a Bape hoodie? But with this, now you gotta ask the question, like, why is the Raf Simons Bape hoodie more expensive than a regular Bape hoodie? The real question is, why though? Why though? Why though? Why are people paying crazy money for some third world Jordan 1s? What is that even about? So the shallow reasoning for anyone to be into fashion at all is monetary value. Like, why would someone pay the dollar amount of an old Honda for a parka that looks like something you can get off of redbubble.com? I mean, obviously I'm joking, but at the same time, come on. I type in vaporwave on Redbubble and I will crop a shirt. I'll put it on the back of a long boy jacket, and here we are. Raf Simons 2000, I think this is 2004. Like, the value isn't in the function, and it's definitely not in the material. So why is this thing $13,000? It's late, I can't scream. Why is it $13,000? It's a great question. It's a great question. It's just, what the fuck? And I can't bring myself to answer this, so I've employed another friend, Meme Saint Laurent. It's a play on the word Yves Saint Laurent. It's pretty cool, right? So take it away, Meme Saint Laurent.
Yo, what's up, Christian? Thanks for letting me be in the video. I don't know how long I'm gonna be in here, but today—
Thank you, Karsten. Everybody, a round of applause for Karsten. So like I've stated—
But today we're talking about archive clothing being hyped or becoming more popular in mainstream fashion. Again, I said all these influencers are starting to wear archive pieces. It means the market goes up for those archived pieces. For example, a big reason it popped off was because of like Raf Simons archivists and Margiela archivists. For example, Travis Scott wore in the Antidote music video, or Kanye wore from that were archive Raf. And so because of these pieces' popularity as well as scarcity, the prices of it are gonna go up just because there's so much more of a demand for it. But it also means that a lot more people are looking for older clothes in general, and more people are friendly towards the idea of wearing something that isn't just out of the department store and brand new. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. So
the value in hypebeast stuff is because it's in the now. It's fast. Everyone wants it right now. Like, everyone wants to be the first on something, but also not everybody can be the first. So over time, everything just gets played out eventually. So let's put it like into like a car analogy. So like hypebeast fashion, it's like a hypercar, or like a supercar, an exotic car. Like, it's just super cool in your face. They make a new one every year, and everyone wants to be the first one in the new 2021 478. I don't know what number they're on. But as soon as you drive that thing off the lot, it loses a lot of its inherent value as soon as it has one owner. Like, sometimes these things drop by like 70%. But when it comes to like archive fashion, I like to think of it like a classic car, as in these cars are no longer being made. They will never be made that way ever again. And then over time, these things just appreciate in value. You're probably not gonna be driving them as much as you're driving your new Ferrari or your new Lamborghini. It's a collector's piece, and I feel like that's also archive. Like, you're not gonna be wearing this. No one's doing Barrows anymore. No one even plays RuneScape. We're just going to 7-Eleven to get Arizona green tea. And so the chances of you wearing this as much as you wearing, I don't know, ice cream shoe, it's probably not gonna be as much. So with this new shift in perspective of style, this new shift in perspective of value, it begs the last question. How does this affect me though? How does this affect me? How can I get something out of this? How can I profit off of this? How does this affect? So now that we've identified what archive fashion is, why it's so valuable, what does this do for the modern fashion landscape? So I kind of compared it throughout the video as like the anti-hypebeast movement. You got the party that's in it for the fast now hype, and then the party that's doing the exact opposite, the waiting game. Not that archive fashion is a direct response to it, but it does like stretch the playing game of what you can be and not be into in terms of fashion. And I've noticed, weirdly enough, I've noticed that a lot of the people that are into archive fashion tend to be younger. How are you guys affording this? When I was your age, so I'm probably still your age. How are you guys affording this? And even the people running the Instagram fashion meme pages tend to be like in either their early 20s or even their teens. What is that about too? How are you guys so young? Dude, imagine having something K followers in high school. Like, how cool must that feel? Wait, it's all Zoomers? Always has been. And now with the age of social media, the youth is super influenced with fashion via fashion memes, influencers, even celebrities are hopping on this. And with young celebrities, there's always gonna be some gatekeeping. I feel like archive fashion is probably in competition with being just as gatekept as people are with skating. I mean, it comes with the territory. It's a hobby founded on elitism and pretentiousness. And speaking of gatekeeping, I'll leave it to one of the gatekeepers and fashion meme, archive meme superstar, fashion wanker, everybody. Take it away.
Hello everybody, my name is Mr. F. Wanker, and today I am here to tell you that I've come to the conclusion that hypebeast culture and archive culture are not the same. Thank you, they're not the same. They're not. You can continue living a lie. You can continue living your lives, and it's been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, but now I have to say goodbye.
Please follow my Instagram. Please follow my Instagram. Or I'll kill myself.
Thank you, Wanker. We're starting to see a changing of the guard when it comes to stereotypical youth fashion. From fast contemporary hype pieces to slow burn old coming with age archive pieces, the playing field for fashion has expanded. It's getting wider. And I think it's a net positive. We could be seeing the most diversified generation of youth fashion ever. Or it could just be the same thing. Or also, everyone could just want archive fashion now. Men only want one thing, and it's freaking disgusting. Men just want WAP. And WAP stands for Wants Archive Pieces, featuring Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. I don't care, man. I'm just in it for the ride. Someone said I was gonna make that joke on Twitter, and I did. I don't care, man. I'm wearing a hoodie that says die. And if you're not interested in sitting there and learning about fashion history and old pee-pee poo-poo pieces, that's totally understandable. It's probably the most understandable thing. It's more understandable than wanting to know about this stuff. But if you want to know about stuff that can actually, benefit your life, I always hand the ball to the sponsor of this video, Skillshare, to be there for you when you actually want to do something with your life and not go on Grail.com and read the articles. Who goes on Grail to read articles? What are you doing? Skillshare is the best place to learn anything with thousands of professionally taught classes you can learn. There's something for everything. It's weird. And we always made the excuse like, oh, school doesn't teach you real life stuff like taxes. There's taxes classes. There's literally taxes classes. Okay, no more excuses. I don't want to hear no. I've personally been using it for music, from everything from music, from producing to singing. You've heard me sing. This is my Joji cover. Listen to this a cappella.
Bad luck, I don't want to be home at midnight.
And even for mixing, like I'm trying to get into engineering. I feel like that's the hardest part. I've learned a lot on Skillshare using this class specifically by Michael Bagstrom. I think that's his name. But here are 3 demos that I made in the past week. It's sick, right? 3 completely different genres. You know what? We'll give you a 4th one. But also, you can just kind of pick anything at any given moment if you want to learn about anything. Like if one day you realize, oh wait, I don't know how to cook. I want to learn how to cook. There's stuff for cooking. I always recommend that. I use Skillshare. It's just kind of like a tool in the back of my pocket whenever I feel dumb and I'm too ashamed to ask friends and family, because that's so embarrassing. Like, Mom, how do I cook? Even though she's down to teach me. I'm a man now. I got to do this on my own. So the first 1,000 to click the link will get 2 months free. And then after that, it's just $10 on an annual subscription. $10 a month. What's $10 a month when you're gaining value for your life? So everybody go sign up now. Link is in the description. I've been using Skillshare ever since. Thank you for having me. Thank you for watching the video. I hope I answered your question on RuneScape clothes. And we hit 1 million subscribers. That's crazy. I don't know how we did it. I was gonna do something special, but I'm moving. So then there's just a lot of my stuff is missing. And also it's COVID, so I can't have friends over. So it's kind of weird, but I said I will be announcing my podcast at 1 million. And I realized I'm just gonna do it a video with the co-host on my podcast so you guys can get to know her. That's a hint. You guys will get to know her. She's hilarious. We'll be doing a special 1 million subscriber roasting the subscribers fits. It's gonna be great.
Also, while editing this, I thought of a cool name. I'm gonna call it the No Chill Kickback. That's pretty sick. No chill. It's like a chill kickback, but it's the worst. Anyways, just submit your fits here. I'll do the video eventually. And by submitting a video, you give me permission to bully you and you can't sue me.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram at ChristianVY or Twitter at JKWiling. I love Twitter. But yeah, thank you. Thank all 1 million of you for watching. There's probably only be a couple 100,000 of you that watch this, but thank you to the million that hit that red button over the years. This has been a ride. I gotta get sentimental for a moment. Play the music. Thank you for the 1 million subscribers. This is crazy, guys. I don't feel any different. I do feel pretty cool though, because I feel like now I'm a real Damn, I have 1 million subs and this is how I end the video? This is how I'm going to end the video. 1 million subscriber channel. I'm just going to talk like this and end the video like this? That just goes to show you, man. I feel like no one ever really knows what they're doing. But if you do want to know, just go use the sponsors video, Skillshare.com. Ah, see that? Professional plugging. Nah, I really do deserve this 1 million subs.